Hey everybody. Okay, so I know I've told you guys all that I would do a training video to show you guys where I put all my jewelry. So this is the day we're doing it. I haven't done a training video for a while, so I thought, hey, let's just do it today. So hopefully you guys, those of you who don't have a lot of space, you don't have a room designated for your business, this will help you guys, you know, see that it's possible. And you can share it with anyone that's interested in the company, anyone that wants to sign up. And, you know, like, because there's lots of people who, they live in apartments and they don't have a house. They don't have a lot of room. Maybe they live in a small house. Me, I don't necessarily consider my house small. For the size of our family, I feel like it's small. When we first bought this house, we had 2 kids, and it was several years before we had our last 3 kids. So now we have 5 kids, and there's 7 of us, and we've actually remodeled our house. So it's, instead of being a 3-bedroom, it's a 4-bedroom, because that's just kind of what works for us. And it was better and more affordable than buying a new house. So, I use my closet that's in my bedroom. It's a smaller closet, but it has shelves. And I'm going to flip this around so you guys can see. Hopefully. Okay, so the top stuff's kind of my lip scent stuff. But so here is my organizing bag. It has all of my bust stands in here. And then it also has, here's some jewelry pieces. These are pieces that have come broken or something like that, where I need to write it off at the end of the year. I just throw them all in a Ziploc bag. And usually I put them back in this box, right? I have a kind of a catch-all box back there, just to help keep things organized. But this is where I keep all of my stuff for my home parties. If I was to do home parties, which I do mostly Facebook parties, but I just pull this out. It's got all my individual bags here, my business cards and drawing slips, bags. Here's my, the mirrors are back in here. My repair kit is in this. So anyway, this is my organizing tote that I got from 31. Just kind of carries everything. Here's my money cash box. That's in here too. And then there's a box back here. I know it's dark, but there's a box back there and it's full of just rings. And they're like the rings that aren't the stretch band type. They're the old kind. And then over here is all of my mailing supplies. So it has my shipping boxes, my envelopes, and then it has all of the, anyways, the padded, the bubble wrap that comes with our stuff. So pretty much I have my shipping supplies, oh that helps, my shipping supplies, my organizing stuff, my money box, and then there's like 2 boxes back there. One is like a kind of a catch-all, and then the other one has like miscellaneous rings, and I'll pull that on occasion if someone's looking for a specific ring that I don't have in my stretchy band collection. And then my second shelf, it seems pretty empty because I've taken everything out of it. Here's our little traveling thing I got at a convention a while back. But this bag was actually a convention bag we got at Paint the Town Pink. And I think this may have been my second convention, or yeah. And it has my tablecloths that I use. This is what I carry all my tablecloths in. And I just throw that back there. I don't do a lot of events anymore. And then this box is just one of our mailing shipping boxes. And I use it to put all of my orders in. So, and every day I'll go through my orders. I'll pull out this box and I'll add new orders to it. And I'll pull orders that need to be shipped. And then I'll message everybody who hasn't picked up their orders. Maybe not every day. I don't message everybody every day. You know, everybody every day, because that would just be annoying. And then I have my rings. I don't know if you guys can see, but my ring tray is sitting back here with all my rings. I'm going to slide it out. Hopefully you can, maybe if I come back. So here's my ring tray, and I just slide it underneath my headband stand, which it's really dark, you can't see. But we're no longer doing headbands, so those will be phasing out, and I'll have a really cute headband stand for my daughters. But anyway, there's this whole empty space, and then there's an empty space underneath where I have my tote goes here, and then I have a bag, 2 bags that go in this area. Okay, so I really utilize pretty much 2 shelves and like a little space right here. I'm going to scoot back so you guys can see that a little bit better. Okay, So I use these 2 shelves and then this small area right here for my business. Okay, that is it. That's the only space I use. Now, you could utilize underneath a bed. Everything that I fit in that area could fit underneath a bed. It could fit under, you know, in another closet if it's a different style. If it's a wider closet, you can definitely use that. Okay, so 2 things are that don't fit in my closet. Well, they do. They fit up at the really top up there, but they're kind of tricky to get in and out, so I don't do it very often. I usually just keep them out because I do so many Facebook Live parties. Are my earring stands. So I do not put my earrings, I don't really put them away. I keep them on the display that I display them on. And that's just easier for me instead of taking them all off and putting them all on at the same time. It's kind of a waste of time. So I just keep them all loaded on my display stands because that's just easiest. Okay, so here's how I organize all my jewelry necklaces. So I do these oatmeal containers. You can put cute duct tape around them if you want to. I was just going to do black. This was the very first one I made. So this one has lasted me a long time, obviously. If I made it about 5.5 years ago, the duct tape has helped. But honestly, I've had all these oatmeal containers from the beginning when I started doing them. I just keep adding them to it. So they last a long time, and they're super cheap because you're buying oatmeal anyway, right? And then the very top of the lid, I just cut a hole and do my twirl ties in, okay? And I just hang up my jewelry on the hanging racks, okay? So this is how I do all of my necklaces, okay? And then I wrote on each one what colors are on each one. So then they're easy for me to find the colors I need in a really hurry. So like there was a lady came over yesterday who wanted to look at my yellow necklaces. So I just grabbed this one right here that has a mixture of red and yellow. And some of them have 2, like blue and orange are together. So I try to do coordinating colors. I think purple and yellow look really good together. I just have a lot of yellow and a lot of purple, and so I needed to combine them with a smaller amount of necklaces, and I don't have as much red as I do purple, so those 2 all fit together. And each of the twirl ties carry 20 necklaces. So if you guys can count, this is just a Rubbermaid tote, okay? And if I lay these 2 containers flat, because I have 2 of them, if I lay these 2 containers flat, I can fit my ring case right here. I usually put my ring case right here, and then I put the lid on for when I go and I travel with it. So that's how I carry my rings. I just throw it on top of here, lay these 2 down, and then put my lid on, and it's good to go. But you can see how many necklaces this holds, okay? So let's count them so you guys can see. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So even with the 10, that's 200. And then 12. Okay, so there's 12 containers, and they each carry 20 pieces each. Okay, so that's 240 necklaces plus my 80 rings. Okay, so I can carry 300 pieces in this one tote. Okay, that's 300 pieces, you guys. Isn't that crazy? And then I have about another, oh gosh, 200 or so on those twirling tie, or my earring racks. So there you go. That's pretty much about 500 to 600 pieces just right there. Now, do you see how doable that is? Now, if you wanted to, you could lay the rings down flat and you could do what I do next. I have another bag that I carry. So here's a bag that I carry. This has all of my bracelets in. Again, it's a cute 31 bag. So it just carries like that. But you can see the size of it compared to the tote. Okay, so in my bag, again, we're no longer going to be doing our hair clips anymore, but this is what I use for my hair clips. And I have done hair clips several ways. I have put them on boards, and I found that it really doesn't matter how you display hair clips. They're going to sell either way. So now I've just gone back to doing them all in just a Ziploc bag and just putting them out on a table flat. Okay, but see, you could throw these right in there if you wanted to, on top of the rings. Here are my Starlit Shimmer stuff. So I have this bag of my crocheted headbands, all these little bags are all of my Starlit Shimmer, okay? I like to keep them separated so that when I do a Facebook Live party or I'm posting, I can tell everybody how many I have of each and what colors. So it's just easier instead of them all, if they were all mixed together. At home parties, I would just dump them all, but obviously, you guys know I don't do as many home parties anymore. So it's easier for me to keep them separated for Facebook parties. And then I have these 3 Ziploc gallon-sized bags full of my bracelets. So this one has Urban. Another one has all my stretch bracelets in it. And then the other one has all my cuff and bangle and, bangle style bracelets. So I kind of keep them separated according to style. But pretty much, and I could fit a lot more in here too, because I used to have my headbands. I used to have my headbands in this bag, but don't anymore because we're going to be phasing out of those as well. So I'm kind of downsizing a little bit all my stuff. But there is about, let me tell you what's all in here. We have about 50 hair clips. And then in each of those bags, there's about 80 bracelets. So if you kind of do the math really quick, there is a total of probably like 300 more items plus my Starlit Shimmer items. So altogether, between the bin, the bag, and my 2 racks, I have close to about 900 pieces. Okay, so you can see like how easy that is. Like you can definitely, because remember my ring tray will be sitting on top of this, but that's all I take with me when I go to home parties. I'll bring all of this and my twirl tie, my garment rack that I put my twirl ties on, and then I'll bring my organizing bag that's got my mirrors and my mirrors and all my stuff to check out with, like the bags, the shopping bags, and then I also have. So I'll bring all of this plus my organization bag, and then I have my money case, and then my bag that's got the my tablecloths. I'm actually going to fit inside of this. So I'm only going to be carrying this plus my organization bag and my money thing. So that's all I'm taking to any event, no matter if it's a home party, large event, whatever. That's all I'm taking, along with my garment rack and possibly a table, depending on whether or not the event has a table or if the hostess has a table to utilize. I try not to take my table if I don't have to, because it's just more work that's unnecessary if your hostess has a perfectly good table she can use. So anyway, I'm just going to show you how I put it in my closet. Okay, so obviously here's this bag. I just throw in there, and then my Rubbermaid kit. You guys, seriously, I never put the lid on it because I'm always taking it off and on. But I put that in there. And then if I wanted to, I put my 2 twirl tie, those racks up at the top. But since I use them so frequently, I kind of just hide them behind my nightstand because I'm always taking my earrings and looking at them. So they're kind of hidden in my room, but they're still kind of there. Now this bag used to go inside. This was another convention bag. Look how cute that is. So this bag used to go inside this black and white bag, and it has all of my headbands in it. So I'm going to show you really quick how I did my headbands. So those of you who still have headbands, so I just got, I hope you can see inside, I'll just pull one out. They're just vases I got from the dollar store. And see, on the inside I put all my hippie headbands, right? And then you can see all of my other headbands, I just kind of fit around the vase, okay? And I have 2 of them in there, okay? And then when I get to my event, what I do is I take out all the hippie headbands, and then I put all my headbands all around on the inside, so it looks like a bouquet of headbands in the vase. Anyway, and so I can just carry this around wherever I want to. So say I'm going to go to maybe a dance studio. I'm going to say, hey, you guys, I have tons of cute headbands for your girls. Come look at them. I can just bring the bag by itself, right? So I'm going to throw this in here. Now, what about basket parties? Okay, what if you have a bag designated for basket parties? I do. Some people have several bags they use. So I have this bag, and it's loaded. It's got about 100 pieces or so in here. and I just throw this in here. When I don't do basket parties, I usually utilize this for all my new inventory that comes in. So I'll go through this, and all my new inventory that comes in, I'll place in these containers, so they're easy to take in and out. And then also I know how to find stuff. If it's a newer piece, I know to go straight to this bag. I don't have to go through everything. I could just go straight to the bag and find it really quickly. Otherwise, you saw how many bracelets I had. I'd be digging through them. My bracelets I do put in baskets. So that is one thing I didn't show you guys. But I'll put my baskets in here, and I'll just dump them in my baskets. And then I have a tray for my Starlight Shimmer it's a tray that's separated. It's right here. So I have a tray and it's separated. So it has two different sides to it. And I'll put like my earrings on one side and my bracelets on the other. And then my headbands, my crochet headbands, I just put on the side with my rings in their cases. So anyway, that's pretty much how I store all my jewelry. I know you guys, it can seem overwhelming. I'm a little jealous. I have to admit, I'm a little jealous of everybody who's got these designated spaces. They have these pegboards that are hanging up behind them, and I don't have that, and that's okay. Like, I try not to bring my business is in my bedroom, you guys, and I try to keep my business outside of my bedroom for my family life. So when my husband's home and my kids are home, I try to have it kind of all put away. In the daytime when I'm working, I have it out and I use it. But I just want, everyone to see that you don't need a lot of space to store your jewelry. You don't need to spend a lot of money to store your jewelry.